I'm Jim.
And I'm Lou.
And together we are
The Adventures of Jim and Lou.
Jim and Lou. Jim and Lou. No, our channel name is Jim
Lou.
Lou. Yeah, very good. So
Jim Lou Adventures.
We're continuing our sausage adventure today. Right now we're going to do Italian sausage. Now we've already took our time and ground the pork, and we used again pork butt because it has the right amount of fat versus lean, and it really works out well for us.
But we wanted to do it this way to show you guys that, hey, you know what, you can buy ground pork in the store and add your seasonings to it and make your own Italian sausages at home. You don't necessarily need a meat grinder to be able to do this. So
exactly, you really don't. And it's such simple. And I'm going to tell you, with Italian sausage, keep it simple. Keep it simple. We've tried recipes where we tried putting wine in it and doing different things, and it never quite came out the way maybe it's just our palates or whatever. But keep it simple. Keep it simple. So we're going to go and do it. We got 10 pounds of ground pork right here. We've ground it. It's a coarse grind. We're not going to be casing this, and we're going to be bulk packaging it because that's the way we use it. Once in a while we do case it for when we want to have links,
right,
and things like this, throw them on the barbecue and things like that. But for the most part, when we do Italian sausage, we bulk do it. So
I like it for my spaghetti personally.
I do too. That's my favorite thing to do it is in spaghetti. In fact, you can make the spaghetti sauce with the sausage and put it on like a French roll, toasted French roll with garlic.
Oh yeah, maybe make some meatballs.
Make some meatballs. Yeah, no way. Yeah,
that sounds good.
It is. So go ahead, and we'll go ahead and add all this stuff in.
So we're gonna start out with 3/4 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. The balsamic vinegar is actually going to give it a nice little tang. It's not overwhelming. Be careful not to put too much in because it will end up being too tangy.
And that's kind of what happens when you put wine in here, because it doesn't really get a chance to cook out the alcohol. And
yeah,
so
depending on what wine you use, you're really bordering the danger zone.
You can use wine, but use a wine that you like to drink. But we've just decided that it's way better. No wine. Balsamic vinegar is pretty cool.
So next we're going to add in here 2 teaspoons of black pepper. We're going to add in a teaspoon of nutmeg.
It just gives it that little touch of flavor.
1 tablespoon of garlic powder.
Life is good with garlic.
I love garlic.
I do too. You can never have enough garlic in here.
2 teaspoons of onion powder.
I think I heard my wife in the background laughing about garlic. She knows I love garlic.
1 tablespoon of sugar. Now remember, we want that Italian sausage has that little sweetness to it, so we want to add the sugar, but we don't want it too sweet, so we don't add too much sugar.
Yeah, we actually, in our recipe, over the time that we've been making this and experimenting with recipes, we've actually cut back on the sugar to about half of what we started with. So yeah, you need a little bit of sugar. The sugar helps, just like salt is a flavor enhancer, so is sugar.
And you know, the sugar helps to pairs well with the balsamic vinegar, which has the tangy taste to it. So we have 1 tablespoon of salt. One and a half tablespoons of crushed red peppers. Now we like a little bit of heat in ours. This is totally an optional ingredient. You do not need to put it in there. If you're one of those who are real heat sensitive, just leave it out. It's not that big of a deal.
And notice we didn't put the red pepper in the spice grinder this time. Last time we were making breakfast sausage, we put the red pepper in the spice grinder and just about gassed ourselves out of the kitchen. So
I told you we're garlic gurus here. So we got actually 3 more tablespoons of minced garlic.
ooh,
If you want to take the time and mince your own, by all means go ahead. But I just buy the store-bought already minced stuff. So we're gonna hit the fennel seeds in the spice grinder real quick. I like we're not sending this through another grinder, another grind on the meat grinders. So, and I like my fennel seeds chopped up a little bit. A pestle and mortar will help with that also.
Yeah,
I'm
that's good.
not 100% sure, but I think you could even buy ground up fennel seed from the store, can't you?
yeah, but I like a little bit of crunch. I like to have a little bit of piece of it. Here, one. I like this goes in here. Go ahead. I like to have a little bit of mouthfeel with a little bit of fennel. I just don't want to have whole fennel seeds all over, and by doing this we really do release some of the oils and some of the, break it down, so you do get a little bit more of that fennel coming through,
Flavor throughout the entire.
flavor through the sausage. Now we're going to mix this up, and before we move on, we're going to start warming up a pan on the stove.
And I don't know if I told you guys, but it was 2 tablespoons of fennel seed.
And we're going to, let's get the pan warmed up on the stove. And we're going to mix this up a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and fry up a patty and taste it, because
The most important thing is to
taste,
try your product.
taste your food.
Especially if you're going to be sharing it with somebody else. And when you're doing bulk sausage like this, you know, this isn't just for yourself. This is to be able, hey, you know what? I tried my masterpiece. But you don't want to send them something that you didn't taste first, because if
Oh,
it's that bad.
Like I said, when we were doing wine, there were times when we were doing sausage and we had a little bit of wine in it, and the first time I tasted it, I went, "Ooh, the alcohol didn't get cooked out of it." And that's one of the big reasons I don't like using wine. You'll see a lot of recipes on YouTube where they use wine, but I don't particularly care for it. How's the pan getting?
It's getting kind of warm. Do you want a little bit of water to help aid with the mixing? Or?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's put a little bit of water in there. A little bit, not a lot.
Little bit of water helps with the mixing and getting the seasonings mixed all the way through.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Oh,
See, I can see the threads. See it's getting thready.
getting a
The
little
meat
sticky,
mixing,
tacky.
tacky.
And if you guys could smell this, ooh.
It really does smell wonderful. And you just need to mix it. And we have a mixer. We actually have a mixer sitting over there on the table, and we're going to use it in one of our upcoming episodes as we make chorizo. But and the mixer works great, but so does your hand. When you're doing 10 pounds like this, it works good. So let's go ahead and fry up the patty. You ready?
I think it's ready. It's quite
Okay.
warm.
We're going to take a patty and fry it up. And we're going to go ahead and turn the camera off, and we will be back to you when we're tasting it before we put it away to sit for a couple hours and let the flavors all come together. All right? And we're back. When we're back. So
Here's my favorite part.
we get to taste it
We get to try it.
before we package it, and so that we can make
Any changes?
any changes or adjustments to it. So we're gonna try this. I think it needs more crushed red pepper. I think it needs more crushed red pepper.
He likes things spicy.
I do.
I thought there was no crushed pepper.
There's a peanut gallery again. We're filming.
I know, but I thought there was no crushed pepper. Let me taste.
He was talking about the chorizo.
That's very good.
I know it's very good, but it could use a little more zing to it. But
He likes things too spicy.
I can always add it when we make spaghetti, when we make pizza, when we do all these different things. You can always add more spice. Can't take it out.
Thank you for watching us today, and remember,
Charlie?
Like and subscribe.
She almost got it on cue. All right, we love you guys. Thank you, and we'll see you again. We got more videos coming up. Thank you.